Hello everyone, welcome to another video, and we're going to be talking about the new season that is coming out, which is Chapter 2 Remix. I can't wait for this chapter, so why not we get into it? So, obviously we had some confirmation of what the season's going to be, such as new skins, the return of old weapons from Chapter 4, and also some new icon skins are going to be released. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe with some post notifications. And well, this is a video of me talking. Since we're now going into Chapter 2 Remix, I wanted to talk about some of the issues that we had during Chapter 5. So, without further ado, why not we get right into the video? We're going to be talking, there's also some things that we're going to talk about as well. We're going to talk about the movement, the bullet drop, what my thoughts are on it, like what were my thoughts on the bullet drop items and the moddable weapons that we had. What was my personal things about it? So let's get into it right here in three, two, one. All right, so we're going to talk about Chapter 5, Season 1, which basically, at the start, we had weapons that we can mod weapons. We, well, more like we can pick any weapon up that we want and just. And the one other thing that I want to talk about is the modding system. Over Chapter 5, that was a whole ordeal about what Chapter 5 is. We had new weapons, leave and come back. So this also included like the Stalker AR and stuff like that. And I primarily so why do I not why do I not like these weapons? Primarily because these weapons do 24 damage. That's not really normal in Fortnite standards because they're supposed to do 34 or 60 damage. And as you see in this clip right here, the the all-rounder Enforcer AR does 64 and 70 damage. By earlier this season for Chapter 5, Season 4, this weapon was vaulted, so we were kind of stuck with some of these older weapons, such as we were stuck with some older weapons such as the Stalker AR and the, well, the AR that has like that delay between it does like that burst of bullets. You guys can tell me in the comments what the name was. Anyways, what we're gonna talk about for it is the why was it why was it so bad in my opinion? The reason why it was so bad was because in for the introduction of chapter 2, well, for the introduction of chapter 4 compared to chapter 5, we had weapons that would, um, what's it called? We kept the consistent weapons over and over through chapter 4. We noticed this during Fortnite OG as well. But chapter 5 is a huge change. And you guys are like, what's the point of talking about this if you're not even getting it to the point? Well, to put it simply, I don't like the bullet drop. This is my personal opinion. It kind of it kind of affects the performance of the way that you use assault rifles and stuff like that. That also includes like suppressed weapons and stuff like that cuz I understand the whole modding system was supposed to level that whole ordeal with weapons um being too overpowered or something like that. I understand that. But I also don't think it was necessary. It was not really, it was not really the greatest change, in my opinion, because like I would miss my shots a lot more than I would usually. It's not normal for me. But um let's get into the movement. Yeah. So as you know, if you started during Fortnite OG or before Fortnite OG, you probably have grown up with the normal movement, the normal sprinting and the sprinting and the mantling and everything like that, right? Okay. So in chapter 5, um what we have is a tactical sprint and a normal sprint, and a lot of people complained about this, and this makes sense because, well, it was a completely new system here because everyone said it felt slow. It was very slow. It was sloppy. Like it was very, very weird how it felt. In my opinion, I agree with that. In my opinion, I think definitely when it came to the movement for the whole thing about the whole chapter, it was just a lot as well. So, um, and not just, but like you probably have noticed in these clips that I do sprint and slide more because I don't do like a whole tactical, because I don't do like the whole sprinting thing anymore. But that's a whole thing to address. Anyways, let's get into the locker. So the locker. So previously during chapter 4 to chapter 5 season 1, um every skin that we have had in the locker would have a rarity for that skin. And a lot of people do not like this change primarily because, well, some people really like this change. Some people don't mind this change. For me, my personal opinion, I don't really like the change a little bit. Like I think it's a cool concept, I guess. I don't know, but in my honest opinion about it, it's the fact that, well, what's it called? Rarity in Fortnite has been around ever since the beginning of the game. And it just feels weird to not have rarity in the game. What do I mean by this? Because, like, if anyone has started before Chapter 5, you guys probably obviously noticed that a lot of things changed during the time that Fortnite has changed from having Donald Mustard as the prime director and producer of Fortnite now changing over time. But um I primarily didn't like the move. I primarily didn't like the removal of rarities because that's what made cosmetics unique, and it also helped looking for items better as well. Because, like, for example, when it came to looking for items in your locker, sometimes we forget the name and we forget what it looks like, but we also can identify it through rarity. And I really liked that because recently, after the whole change happened, I kind of got lost in my locker. I could not find any of my skins. I could not find any of the skins that I would want to wear. So that's why I'd use old combos and stuff like that. Anyways, let's get into the next thing. Change for the sake of change. What do I mean by saying this? Well, you know how when Battle Royale changes happen on the map or weapons and stuff like that, right? Those are some good changes. Sometimes these changes are effective for new players to adapt, But we also have to know that chapter I'm trying to think of it here. Sorry, this is another section here. Um we're talking about how in recent for the recent year that we have been having Fortnite, um the recent updates, some of them have been pointless, some of them have been great and stuff like that. And what's it called? But yeah, but now here's my personal opinion. Should Fortnite have a metaverse? Anything that I say about the metaverse, people are gonna be like, no, 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 the metaverse is great. It's not. But it's just, in my personal opinion, like, as you know, battle royale games are for people to kill each other and shoot at each other. That's the point of a battle royale. We fight each other, right? Battle royale is that. That's what it is. And ever since Fortnite OG, I kind of like the concept of how we had the metaverse, I quote, because all it reminds me of have been recently is it reminds me um of Roblox, to be honest. It reminds me of Roblox a little bit. But also um during during chapter 5, obviously we have had the metaverse ever since the beginning of chapter 5, since Fortnite OG. And it's just not many people play it or maintain it. It's and that's why and like look, I think it's kind of cool that Epic Games is also taking the initiative to combine all of these battle passes into one, combining the new season map, the new season battle pass with the music pass. Well, it used to be called the festival pass, now it's called well, the music pass. All these things are going to be together now. And that's going to be kind of cool. I kind of think that's kind of cool that we're going to have that during Fortnite OG, during Fortnite. So that way, when you finish the battle pass, there's more things for you to do. But anyways, let's also get into the loot pool of Chapter 5, Season 4. What do I think of the loot pool? I don't think it was the greatest change. And I want to say this in my most honest way possible. I liked the change in the first week. It's just also what kind of prevented me during the first time that I was playing Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 4. It was the Captain America shield. That thing was overpowered. It was very overpowered. It's the balancing of weapons that that kind of like mess with the whole concept of the game, because the whole concept of the game is that we have balanced weapons. But in this season, chap like we have had this issue since chapter 5 as well. The medallions are great too. I think the medallions are great to have during the game. I just also hope, I know people would probably think of the opposite here. Let's try to remove the medallions for Fortnite Chapter 2 Remix. And I think the reason why we should do that is because um it can kind of get competitive to get these medallions. I think we should definitely keep these mythics though. The mythics, they're very, very good. They're very overpowered. It's perfect. That's the whole purpose of a mythic. I think that's kind of a cool thing. It's also that when it comes to base weapons, apart from the mythics, these mythics and these base weapons could be really, really, really bad. And I mean by this because during the Greek season, we had a bunch of things from chapter 5 which were removed. It's the whole concept of, because as I was talking earlier about the Greek season, about how skin rarities were removed, this gave an opportunity for Epic Games to kind of grab skins and make them more expensive. And I didn't see what the purpose of that was. I don't think that was it was the best idea, because it just stirred up a lot of controversy with the community. And I talk for the community to say that we definitely need that back as well. But we're not talking about skin rarities. We are talking about the the drastic changes that we've had um during the time that we've had so much we've had over the year. I definitely think chapter 5 was great. It was not perfect. It was not bad. It was okay. I Chapter 5 was not really my favorite. Everyone I know everyone's gonna hate on me for that. I know. I I'm sorry, but I have to say it, that chapter 5 and everything in it, I love the concept of chapter 5. It was great. It's just for me, it didn't really stick to me. It kind of made me not want to play. I made me not want to play the game as much. And I think I could say that's a burnout. That's totally normal to have a burnout. So yeah, that's completely fine. That's completely fine to have that. I also know that there were some complaints during chapter 5, season 3, which was the wrecked season, and that was right after the Greek season, which a part of me kind of makes me think that makes sense, because makes me think of making sense, I guess. And uh, but yeah. Anyways, chapter. So I'm really, really glad that we have went through so much during chapter 5. It I'm also happy about having a Marvel season again, because you guys probably have known, if you guys are OGs to the channel, you guys probably have seen me stream a lot during chapter 2 season 4, which was a great way of having everything. I also streamed the season where we had um what's it called? Where we had the Galactus event. You guys probably saw that, hopefully. And basically, anyways, it sounds like I'm stalling here. I don't want to stall too much. I have a lot of time on this video, so I kind of want to talk a little bit more the um about my thoughts on how was chapter 5 season 4 for me. Well, just a little bit of context. I played a Marvel season before. I played the one back in 2021, when we had the Nexus War event and such. So, and obviously we had a good battle pass. I want to talk about the cosmetics that we had in the battle pass, actually, now when I get to that topic. So, as we know, during chapter 2 season 4, we had Thor, Iron Man, She-Hulk, Wolverine, and all those other superheroes, right? Right. So in this season, we had some remix skins, such as Captain Jones, Wolverine, and those skins, right? The one thing that people were upset about was that during that was before the season was announced at D23, they announced that the Fantastic Four would have an appearance in Fortnite, but that never initially happened. They were just props on the map that no one really looked at, which made me kind of sad because that was a missed opportunity to have some of the Fantastic Four characters in the Battle Pass. That would have been kind of cool to see. But I can digress because I'm sure people would think, "Oh, that's cool. The that's cool. The Battle Pass was neat." Yeah, I agree. The Battle Pass was great on its own because I think one of my favorite skins from this Battle Pass was either Gwenpool or Shiri, but those are really it. Those are really it from this Battle Pass. Like I know it's cool to see Mysterio in there too, but it's not really a full Mysterio fan. I'm more like a Spider-Man, Deadpool, and fan. So don't blame me. And then I also want to talk about the item shop. Okay, so as we know, for the past season, we had almost the same item shop every season. And it was to complement the metaverse. And as I explained earlier, the metaverse isn't really used as such. So, to kind of talk about it a little bit, the the whole metaverse kind of stuck for one season, and then people just stuck to Battle Royale and Zero Build. That was the whole thing about that. And I'm okay with that, really, because I, because in my honest opinion, I don't want to be rude here, but I never really asked for these game modes. Not really, not. I mean, there are some people that still like these game modes, but for me, it never really stuck to me because I was always that Battle Royale kid. I always played Battle Royale. I always played Save the World too. You guys probably saw that on other parts of my channel if you guys are scrolling down and looking through all my videos. So, it's fine. If you don't know, yeah, I was a Save the World content creator back when Chapter 2 was still back when Chapter 2 was still relevant. I would find, well, I don't want to get into that really because this is about my thoughts on Chapter 5. So, what do I think about like the shotguns and stuff that the season had? I think it was not really it was not really great. The loophole was not really that great during Chapter 5, Season 4. Because, like, sure, if we had a lot of Marvel mythics and stuff like that, we had a lot of Marvel items. It's just later on in Chapter 5, Season 4, the season felt dry because I kind of I want to touch on this subject. So in chapter So in this season, we had the jetpack, the turret, the Iron Man gauntlets, the Iron Man unibeam, and and new medallions and such, and including Shuri's claws. And you may be thinking, why does this matter? Well, when Fortnite Mares supposedly changed that, when Fortnite Mares released, they literally removed the jetpack and replaced it with the chainsaw. And nobody really asked for that. It had a lot of backlash. And my honest opinion, I never really used the jetpack, but I speak for the people that use the jetpack that you should definitely it was not a great idea. It was definitely not a great idea because I personally really liked that. I mean, I've been mostly playing Reload this season because the meta was just broken in my opinion. I didn't really like the map that much. I mean, the map was great, yeah. And then I didn't really touch on this, but I remember during the Doom event, we had a Doom event, and my thoughts on it was I didn't really like it. Why did I not really like it? You may ask yourself. Well, to put it simply, I know you guys are going to be thinking, "Oh, this guy is spoiled. This guy, oh, I hate this guy for not liking a certain event." Grr. But to put it simply, um, I didn't, in my honest opinion, I didn't like this. I didn't like the season. I mean, not the season. I didn't really like the event, and here's why. The reason why I didn't like the event was because it was very short. It was very short-lived, and it didn't have like the build-up uh, that other event, that other seasonal events would have. Cause like, let's use a event from Chapter 2, Season 4, right? In Chapter 2, Season 4, we had the Galactus event. What made that unique was when when we had that season, um, we had build up. Galactus was slowly coming to the map, right? But in this season, we had Doom, right? Unfortunately, we didn't have any in-game changes or anything like that. We just had one update. You just literally updated the game, and stuff were just placed there. And I was like, you're not gonna give us any context how you got like these Tony Stark things from Chapter 2 and stuff, because those are from Chapter 2. Just to be clear with everyone, those are from Chapter 2. That was from Chapter 2. And that was the thing that brought Stark Industries and stuff into the map. But yeah, that was basically what it was. It was like one of those rift panels. I don't know what they're called. It's fine. So, not just that, but but this season we didn't have any build up. We just had lasers shoot at it. You guys can watch the live stream on that if you want. But basically, I was kind of bummed out after that stream because I was so hyped for the season. I mean for the event, and then I just didn't like it at the end. I know people are gonna be like, you should be grateful for this season and stuff like that. It's just I didn't personally like that season because it was not my favorite. It was just not okay. It was just not my favorite for that season. Because like the season was great on its own. It's just the event was not that great in my opinion. However, the event that we recently had, basically, you guys should definitely watch that stream. It's 5 hours. I know it's gonna be a long one, but um, so in that event we had the teaser for Chapter 2 Remix, which I loved it. I made an edit on there I made an edit about it on my vlog channel. So if you want, you can go on my main page and scroll down a little bit and go on that vlog channel. You can watch that short if you want. I have that short somewhere. But anyways, let's get into the conclusion of this little discussion. And here is the question, and here is the real question. Did I like chapter 5? That's a tough question because it had its falls and it had its downfalls, it had its falls, it had its rising. But I don't want to jump the question here. I'm just gonna jump the gun here and just say it was mid. It was just mid. The only thing that I liked during Chapter 5 was Fortnite Reload, because it gave me an opportunity to kind of practice with public lobbies, because it gave me that opportunity to be able to, what's it called? To kind of, it was hard to definitely adjust to the season, but yeah. Um, I liked Reload better because it felt like original Fortnite, simple and easy. But yeah, I know this is a very long video. This is probably like this is probably the same length as a Stranger Things episode, so you guys will probably watch Stranger Things later or something. I don't know. It's probably still Halloween for you guys. Anyways, have everyone have a great day. I'm gonna make a video on Chapter 2 Remix when it comes out. Make sure to like and subscribe with some post notifications. And I will see you guys in a while. Well, I'll see you guys for the new season. Stay cool, guys. Peace out.
Yo, I gotta take a poo poo.
Go take a poo poo then. Bro, you should.
Carter, you wanna just leave? Cause we're not gonna win and we're.
Bro, this
So we
guy
don't-
has. This guy has the orange dance. Crazy orange
Where?
or whatever.
Okay.
Our teammate has
You-
the crazy orange
You
dance.
wanna
whatever it's
leave
called.
so we don't go down rank?
Yeah. I mean, I can't really go down rank. I mean, I'm plat. Or no, I'm not platinum.
Well,
I'm
who
s-
cares? I have to go to the bathroom anyway.
Go poo poo and then come right back here, okay?
Wait for me. I'm
Yeah.
taking my Nintendo. And I'm gonna poop and pee all over.
those kids said we weren't gonna win. We just missed on the dub.